Okay. So he's 20. This is season 3. And he's an A potential with quite the repertoire. Made some changes. We'll see how this goes. He's 11-5. 210 strikeouts. And he's got 22 doubles, 19 homers, 100 hits. Too many strikeouts. Alright. Let's get this going. Taking on the Red Hot Mariners. Okay. O'Neal Cruz hit a bomb today, 122.9 miles an hour off the bat. He beat his own record. Just think of that. You get hit in the head with that, you'd probably die. Oh, Carlos Vargas. Home runs and walks. Let's get down to business.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners.
Welcome to the Minnesota Dirt Channel.
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Like, comment, subscribe, emoji grin.
Now, Jerry Jackson.
Jerry Jackson.
Pitch misses. Ball
2
one.
down. Let's
Two
get
outs,
some
bases
pitches out of
empty.
this guy.
That's
Oh.
a bullet, but it goes foul. That misses.
Two
Now
balls,
2 balls
one
and a
strike.
strike. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. And there's a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
All right. You got me.
Back at T-Mobile Park, and on the hill, the big righty, Jerry Jackson. And Singy, as you know, he took home the AL Cy Young Award last year.
Well, Book, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Willie Castro. Jackson, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a changeup, a slider, a four-seamer, and occasionally mixes in the slurve.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
game.
Nice.
Well, you know that's
See
going
you,
to be
Willie.
very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Hey. Get the pitch and drive it, huh? Lasers all day.
Swings and misses.
2 Ks.
2 up, 2 down.
It's the
Well,
way to
he's got
start.
great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and
Boss.
he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game
Boss
out
challenge.
there. Not a fun
with
assignment
Julio
for any lineup.
Rodriguez.
Boss challenge with Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And it's fouled away.
Strike 2.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Now 1 and 2. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nobody left for Seattle. Scoreless after 1.
Let's get some run protection.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Luke Raley.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that
3 strikeouts in
team
first.
back in there to swing the bats.
Jackson back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Jackson, a 6'5" righty, only 20 years old. He's a former American League MVP.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That's a little bit low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one close,
Wow.
ruled the ball. And the count is even 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That just misses, ball 3. And they'll do it again. The wind and the pitch.
Got him.
Raley checks his
Oh.
swing. Appeal down to third. And he held up just enough. That's ball 4. And now, Cal Raleigh.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Swing and a miss.
4
Couldn't
Ks.
catch up to the heater.
No, he's really dialed
Dumper.
in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out
Woody.
quickly.
Woody Jimenez. The next to hit takes ball 1.
1-1. Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Check on the runner. And he's back in easily. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Man at first, 1 away. Next pitch is outside. Cuts and misses.
5
It's a strikeout.
Ks.
So digging in, Ty France.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
Swings through that one.
0-1.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. And it's off the batter's eye. A
Oh, yeah.
gigantic blast.
bullshit.
His 9th homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. Siggy, that's a special one. His 100th career home run.
Man, 100 career homers. Pretty impressive.
2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball. Jackson, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Runner at first with 2 away. Runner on the go. On the ground at first, and that's just foul. The pitch. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2. And that one upstairs.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand.
6 Ks.
Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We play 2 full. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Mariners 2.
Three strikeouts in second.
Bounce to third. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel. Put the ball
On Devers, 2-run homer.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
There goes the runner. This one in the air right field. Jimenez moving under this one. Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Bottom of 3.
And the Red
3-2.
set for the bottom of the third. This
Red
is Willie Castro.
Sox.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that
What is wrong with me today? I
is gone.
can't
He'll
believe
circle the
this.
bases, and this game is tied. It's 3-3.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And a foul ball. Tied up here in the early going. Fought off foul.
0-2. Nothing but K so
The
far in
real
the first
threats
2
are
innings.
coming up, already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
7 straight
He didn't like the
Ks.
call.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2
Julio.
pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right
2
after
down.
it.
Whips it to Casas. Rodriguez out of the play. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners.
Luke Raley.
And that drops in for a strike. Bounced up the middle.
Get up and fire.
Kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a throw, and the defense
O'Neal.
comes away with nothing. 2 outs, runner at first. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss as he was late. Strike 2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the second game of the series.
8 Ks out of 9
Swing
outs.
and a miss,
He's on a
and that
pace
is that. So they
for
pick up a
Kerry
run
Wood
on
type
2 hits.
numbers, but they got the tie.
And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Woody Jimenez. There's a strike.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Yeah, that's a little bit high. And the count 1-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the ball to get involved a little sooner.
That slurve is not working. It hit 2 home runs and then 2 other hits.
Good extension on that
Abandoned
swing.
ship.
Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And there's
Can't
the strike.
touch the. Oh.
Kickoff move to first. Jimenez back in on a dive.
Look at a tie game. Got him before. Nobody out. It's got 8 Ks.
Jimenez on at first. Nobody out. So now 1 and 2.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to
9
effective pitching is getting ahead
out
of
of
the
10.
count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the
Turn it.
strikeouts.
It's through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Come on,
That's
Jerry.
back-to-back singles for him. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Puts it away for the out.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Willie Castro. Next offering is in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Got out of that one.
Back in Seattle, we head to the bottom of the 5th. In now is the Mariners DH, Gary Bird. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Now this is in the air down the line. Makes the grab on the
One
run.
down, bottom of 5.
And there's one away.
Julio.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. One down, base is empty. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players.
Sit down,
Chris,
Julio.
third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Raley in the box again, takes a strike.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Got him. And a nice inning of
How
work
many
there as
Ks
he
are we
sets
up
him
to?
down 1, 2, 3. Mariners go down quietly there. Still tied 3-3.
Come on, Red Sox. Nothing but runs.
This one smoked out to left. Green puts it away, and that quickly 2 away. Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh. Ball 1 there.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Next offering is in for a strike. Kicks and deals. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. them all. His 16th homer of the year. It's 4-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Devers throws out to first. There to beat him by an eyelash. Swings through that one for strike one.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdom, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Manager out of the Yency Almonte gets the call. And stepping in for Boston, Jerry Jackson. 1 for 3. And fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Laser could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they trail by 1. And into second easily.
Clutch double for Big J.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Rafael Devers. Strike 3, got him swinging. They limit the damage. Jackson overcame a forgettable pitching performance by coming up big at the end to lift them to a walk-off win.
And I think he had some good at-bats for him, really added some value at the plate, but no doubt he'll be frustrated with how he pitched.
And now Jerry Jackson.
Jerry Jackson. Hey, let's go now. One time.
Bounce to the right. On to France. Out number 3. 2-3 go the red. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw. And
My
that's
God.
a great play for the out.
Look at how he dived.
Hey, you can do it, kid. No one better up there. Let's go.
Jackson goes 6 feet 5 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. In the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 1 out, base is empty. Jerry Jackson will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Got a righty that throws with power. 33 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2013. Steps on first for the out.
I don't know what's going on.
All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Jerry Jackson. And he deals. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Man at second.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Castro sends it to first. And here in the 10th.
Should have been 3 hits. The first 3 should have been hits. They dove miraculously. Bullshit.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. So 2 away with nobody on. And stepping in for Boston, Jerry Jackson. With only a couple of months left to go in the season, as we take a look at him, kind of a mixed bag. There aren't a lot of guys who have pitched better than he has, but he hasn't had the same success hitting.
Yeah, Boog, it's got to be frustrating for a guy who's earned this opportunity to be a two-way player at the major league level. He knows he's capable of more at the plate.
That one's in there, 0-1. Of course, I'm sure the team's not worrying too much given all the value he provides on the mound.
You never want to count on your pitchers for hitting, and he's certainly better than most with the stick. If he keeps pitching the way he has, there's no reason to change anything.
That misses, and it's 1-2. And there's a ball. 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. We're midway.
The batter. The catcher.
Got it. No one better. Let's go.
And the first offering is not close. 1 out, base is empty. Headed down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
That one missed. Red Sox by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one finds the zone, and the count is even 2-2.
Hey, get one up there, huh?
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first in time. Gets the catcher by a step. So 2 down, and the batter down. Owen Miller, 1 for 3. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw, save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he's so off. Man at second with 1 away. And now, Luis Rengifo. So the tying run at second. Gets under and pops it up. Jackson under this one. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Hit hard, that gets through, and that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Throw, and it gets away. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Jerry Jackson. Hudson back to work. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. He was late there, strike 1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Good eye in that spot. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout. Back here at American Family Field. And now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. Whips it to Casas. Got him as he tried to bunt his way aboard. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Jerry Jackson up next for the Red Sox. This guy with light tower power. Check swing, went around. 1-1.
1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
1-2.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Corners are occupied with 2 down.
Hey, right here. Let's go, kid.
2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
And down on strikes he goes. Inning over, and it could have been.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
Jerry Jackson up next for the Red Sox. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
The 1-1. Late swing, fouled off. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The pitch. And another ball.
That's a really good take.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To Adames, that's 1. To first, double play. And it goes 1-6-3. Swung on.
Get out of here.
It is high.
Beautiful.
It is gone.
Thanks for stopping by.
Gigantic blast. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No
Yes,
doubt
he
about
did.
that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Yes, he did.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you start
MOG bomb, MOG bomb, MOG collision, MOG bomb, MOG collision, MOG bomb, MOG
really
collision.
good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that.
Here's Yelich at the dish.
Uh-oh.
First and second, no outs. Here in the second game of the series. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Stay.
They won't test it here.
Have it.
Bases loaded, no outs.
Bases
Man,
loaded.
those are the
Nobody
types of
out.
hits where you don't
Paul
feel
Black.
any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Bases loaded, nobody out. In half up to hit.
This at-bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right.
Hey, have a rip like you can.
Part of the
Here we
order
go.
coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And there's the strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Swung on. and
Uh-oh.
there it goes. It is high.
Uh-oh.
It is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 10-2.
MOG bomb, MOG bomb, MOG bomb, MOG bomb.
3-run jack. That's 5 or 6 RBI on the day.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch
Line
in
drive
that location. That's a tremendous
into the
swing.
bullpen.
Here's some real power at the plate. Jerry Jackson.
What do we got? Spencer? Oh, let's make him pitch.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ooh.
Find something you like up there.
And the right-hander deals. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
And that's in for a strike.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Meet you right here, kid.
Dump
Base
in
hit
there.
center field.
Make the turn.
In to score is the runner from third. It's 13-2.
It's a 3-hit day for old Jerry J.
Comes through with the RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example.
Now we're
of
going to
it
go
right
on a
there.
streak.
Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Jeepers, it's only
Now
the
it's
top
Devers
of
at the
5.
plate.
This could be world renowned.
Runner on the go. And a bunt back to the pitcher. Over to first. And Devers is set down. And now Jerry Jackson. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
The pitch. And a foul ball.
You know, these Red Sox really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They've been good in those high.
Here he did it again!
It is high. It is far. It is gone. A massive home run. That's his 3rd home run of the
Emoji bomb,
game.
emoji bomb,
And they
emoji bomb,
boost their
emoji bomb.
lead. It's 14-6.
480?
The ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is.
4.
Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Wow, what a day for Jerry. Maybe get one more at bat.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now.
Just
3
love
homer
that
game,
sound.
man, so special.
Where did that land?
And I tell you what, it's a
In
lot
the
of fun
show
watching him pull it off as
seats.
well.
Uh-oh.
Here's the speedy catcher, Jerry Jackson. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Tyler Duffy, high and tight.
Here it comes. Hit on the ground to the right side.
Oh,
Miller
early.
steps on the bag, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Willie Adames stands in. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Bounce here.
Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. And that's going to cost him. He scores on the pass ball.
Kind of obvious to say, Boo, but when you've got a runner on third, you've got to catch the baseball behind the dish. I don't know if he was crossed up a bit on that one or what, but that's just a gift run right there.
The Brewers down to their final strike. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. The tag, and that's the ball game.
Game over. 3
Jackson
bombs.
was a big contributor for
4
them in the win. A
hits.
special game at the dish with 3 homers.
Well, Boo, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
4 for 6, 7 RBI day. That should put me 22 homers. On to the next one. Just don't know about this team. That
Time of the ball game, 4 hours
not
and
enough.
19 minutes.
We don't.
Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home
DH
safely.
and then pitch. See if we can hit another homer. American Family Field.
Jerry
Boss
Jackson,
challenge.
the next to hit. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy.
Boss challenge. Jerry Jackson versus Freddie Peralta.
Boss challenge Jerry Jackson versus Freddie Peralta.
Let's go for the bomb. Wind's blowing right to left. Fastball, slider, curve. Base
On the
hit.
ground. Oh, look at the stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but
All right.
Right through there for a strike.
when you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Right side, hard hit. They take the force out. That's the third out.
Now, this game,
So 2 runs,
he hit
2
perfect
hits,
and it
including
goes
the
right
homer.
at somebody. The game before, 4 for 6. It don't make any
Jackson
sense.
goes 6 feet 5 inches, 245 pounds. Of course, he's also the
How about that?
That should be
That's a
extra
triple.
bases. Yoshida rounds second on his way to third. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Now a relay to second. The tag.
Dang it.
He can't scramble back in time. Next is the DH. A switch
Oh,
hitter, Jerry
Bukowskis.
Jackson.
J.B.
1 for 3.
Bukowskis.
With only a couple of months left to go in the season, as we take a look at him, kind of a mixed bag. There aren't a lot of guys who have pitched better than he has, but he hasn't had the same success hitting.
Yeah, Boog, it's got to be frustrating for a guy who's earned this opportunity to be a two-way player at the major league level. He knows he's
Okay.
capable of more at the plate.
First pitch,
Red
fastball,
Sox up
slider,
6-1.
changeup.
Of course, I'm sure the team's not worrying too much given all the value he provides on the mound.
You never want to count on your pitchers for hitting, and he's certainly better than most with the stick. If he keeps pitching the way he has, there's no reason to change anything.
And the pitch. And he lays one down the left side. Tosses to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. And we're back. And now the DH, Jerry Jackson. With only a couple of months left to go in the season, as we take a look at him, kind of a mixed bag. There aren't a lot of guys who have pitched better than he has, but he hasn't had the same success hitting.
Yeah, Boog, it's got to be frustrating for a guy who's earned this opportunity to be a two-way player at the major league level. He knows he's capable of more at the plate.
And he
Two-hit
punches one
game.
right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact.
Even though the
So a runner
3
aboard
hard
to
hit
start the inning.
balls,
Waste no time
Steal
there.
bag.
Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you
One
can hit a
count.
ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some home.
Runner takes off, and that's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
That really hurt. Well, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're heading to another city for
7-2 Red Sox,
Maintain the same
15
focus.
hits.
Whatever you were doing
Wow.
in this city, make sure you're doing the
6
same
for
thing in the next
16,
one.
3
Eat the
homers
same
and
thing,
7
sleep the same
RBI.
way, get to the ballpark at the same time.
Just a little too aggressive at times. I gotta learn to scale it back. Wait for my pitch. It's pitching time. It's pitching time. 31,000. Everybody see this. We want 50 packs. 20. 20 packs. Let's go. City Connect. Let's go. Soto's on fire. Be careful. Drew Rasmussen. Steady
Live
diet
from historic Fenway Park in Boston,
cutters.
the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays squaring off against their hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox. Just about ready to go, and on the hill, Jerry Jackson. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
On the ground, right side.
One down.
Whips it to Casas. One up, one down. Yandy Diaz now. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And a pitch. That's in there.
Make
and
up
the count
call.
1-2. One out, base is empty. And there's a ball. It misses. It's a strikeout.
2 down.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Juan Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one fouled
0-2.
off. Two outs. Outside low. And the count 1-2. Two outs, base is empty. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Ground ball to the right side.
Got him. 3 up, 3 down.
First,
No
Rays
hits,
retired
no
in
walks, no
order.
runs.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Jerry Jackson. With only a couple of months left to go in the season, as we take a look at him, kind of a mixed bag. There aren't a lot of guys who have pitched better than he has, but he hasn't had the same success hitting.
Yeah, Boog, it's got to be frustrating for a guy who's earned this opportunity to be a two-way player at the major league level. He knows he's capable of more at the plate.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Foul ball there. Of course, I'm sure the team's not worrying too much given all the value he provides on the mound.
You never want to count on your pitchers for hitting, and he's certainly better than
1-2.
most with the stick. If he keeps pitching the way he has, there's no reason to change anything.
Here's a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Caminero behind his back to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
2 outs, runner at first. Rafael Devers getting ready. Runner on the go. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Out there.
Pitch out.
And the inning
Sure.
is. New inning getting started.
0-0.
Isaac Paredes now. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Wouldn't chase that time. Jackson in his second season, only 20 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And a pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike. Lifted in the air, right field. On the move. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Kolke.
Next to hit for the Rays. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And misses inside.
Come on, Blue.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable.
What
And
in the
that
heck?
location will definitely do it.
One down, base is empty. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Man at first with one gone. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brian De La Cruz. This is again 5 in a row. There's a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Keith over at first with one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, he's got great
2 down.
strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
1-2.
Close, but caught the ball.
Highway
2-2.
robbery.
And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
No
And
hits.
that is that.
It's a little
The
glitchy.
Rays strand.
What do we got? Yeah.
Fenway Park, and now it's
Jose Siri.
and the pitch. Right through there for a strike. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And it falls.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And that one fouled off. Rays down by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it
Some high cheese for
One
strike
down.
3.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
That one pulled foul.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
way high there. Now 1-2. Hammer, base hit. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Just a solid swing right.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good clean.
To third, tag, got him.
Play O'Neill.
Here's Juan Soto. And that's through there for a strike. And takes low for ball 1.
1-1.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left.
Get the first 2 hits in.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one cutting but missing down low. There's a strike and a count 2-1. The pitch. On the ground to first. A sliding stop. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Keith batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
That misses the zone. 2-2. The wind and the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Left-hand hitter waits. And he walked him.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
De La Cruz batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next pitch misses way outside. All tied up here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole.
My goodness.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Foul ball.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
Two down, nobody on. Stays alive. And that one hammered. Moniak going back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Thank you, Moniak.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Jerry Jackson. Here comes a pitch. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Let's get some two-run shot here, Devers.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Rasmussen keeping an eye on him. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Runner on the move, and that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, no outs. Now batting Tristan Casas. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Swing and a miss. And the throw out of third.
What?
Back now at Fenway. Here's the catcher, Francisco Mejia. First pitch, and he just misses.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Verdansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Diaz stands in now and watches strike one. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it.
Runner takes off. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Boots it. No throw. That's an error. And everyone is safe. Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Base hit, and a run comes in. The throw in. He's in there.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on.
Brian Mata gets the ball now. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Bounce to third, and it gets by him. Now he turns and heads for second. Tries to get back and save.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runner on the go. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to hold on to it, and they can't get the out. Runners on the corners with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. In the air, left field. De La Cruz gets under it. Nabs it. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 7-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Jerry Jackson now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one almost got him. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. Just missed.
3-1.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. And boom goes the dynamite.
Boom goes the
He
dynamite.
jacks that one out to left. His 23rd of the year, and they close the gap. It's 7-3.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run.
Emoji bomb, emoji bomb, emoji bomb, emoji bomb, emoji bomb.
For
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle. Well, we've seen him close out so many games in his career, so nobody's surprised to see him collect this save. It's a special one, no doubt. Save number 150 is in the books.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rays, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 15 runners on base.
15 runners on base. That's a lot.
Jerry Jackson up next for the Red Sox. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. That one hit the knees for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
One on, nobody out, a run in here in the second game of the series. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape.
The designated hitter, Jerry Jackson.
Boss challenge. Jerry Jackson versus Jack Flaherty.
Boss challenge Jerry Jackson versus Jack Flaherty.
On the ground. Keith on the run. Throw to first. Out number 3. 1-2.
Up next with us, the designated hitter, Jerry Jackson.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Hard hit left side. Fires across the diamond. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. And now it's going to be Jerry Jackson. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And a good eye there. Alexander, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1-1.
2 outs. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
God.
So it's 2 runs on.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Reds, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 17 runners on base.
He just keeps. He's up to 23
Two outs,
homers,
base is empty. Now it's gonna
77
be Jerry
RBI,
Jackson.
and we're only in
There's only a
August.
couple of months left to go in the season as we take a look at him.
We can't
Kind of a
beat
mixed
Tampa
bag.
Bay,
There
though,
aren't a
and
lot
we're
of
not
guys
going to
who
make
pitch better than
playoffs,
he
so
has,
this is
but he
just a
hasn't
waste
had the
of
same
time.
success hitting.
Yeah, Boog, it's got to be frustrating for a guy who's earned this opportunity to be a two-way player at the major league level. He knows he's capable of more at the plate.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-1. Of course, I'm sure the team's not worrying too much given all the value he provides on the mound.
You never want to count on your pitchers for hitting, and he's certainly better than most with the stick. If he keeps pitching the way he has, there's no reason to change anything.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man.
In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning.
Throw it in the dirt.
So the lineup flips over. Now the third baseman, Josh Lowe. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Throw home. He beats it. And it's 4-0.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score.
And we're back here at
Getting
Fenway
smoked.
Park. And here's the catcher, Jerry Jackson. Just missed. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome.
Screamer.
They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Throw over to first, and he's back safely.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation even at times.
Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Throw to second, tag.
Wow.
Out at second.
I mean,
I think
he,
on that one right there, they were just trying to stay out of the double play. Guy at the dish isn't very fast, so anything on the ground in
What's
the
he swinging
infield is
at?
most likely going to be a double play. So you can't fault the team for trying to force the issue. Make
so
sure-
close.
Let me go one time like a big dog.
Kukuch.
The catcher,
Wouldn't chase that time.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
You're rocking me.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That's the ball.
And another ball. Durant at second with 2 down. There's the strike, 3-1.
It's a good spot with the 3-0 pitch right there. You don't want to lay something in, and it turns out to be a homer.
Inside ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So up next, Tristan Casas. Bounce to the right side. Over to Diaz. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Josh Lowe. First and second, 2 down. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The run comes in from second, and it's 6-4.
Well, there you go.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Jerry Jackson, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The Red Sox down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. That one
That's the
misses.
ball.
Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
Right side. Soto going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Back here at Fenway Park. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab. One away.
This is why they turn to him to close out games. He's so reliable in these spots, and he just proved it for the 35th time this season. Nice job getting it done out of the pen.
58 and 59. We're falling apart. Better make a trade. I don't know. Rolling, rolling, rolling. What's the date? August 10th. Paul Blackburn, Jerry. Dates. 1976, Carlton Fisk. Who's pitching? Luis Castillo.
From beautiful Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, and now the DH, Woody Jimenez. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Jackson takes it in for the out. And there's one away. So first and second with one gone. Now the third baseman, Luis Urias. The pitch. It's through for a hit. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. Safe.
What?
So stepping in for Boston, Jerry Jackson. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Siggy. Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2-1.
Missed with a changeup.
3-1.
Ball three.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
2 outs, base is empty. And he walked it.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
2 outs. Runner on the move. And that one is lifted in the air. Rodriguez settles under it. Drops into the glove. And that will end the inning.
Hey.
And the Red Sox.
Julio.
And up next for Seattle, Sam Haggerty.
We got to get this win.
Scored his first time.
It's a stolen base attempt coming here.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw safe.
Who was
when you're trying
that?
to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy.
Who's Woody Jimenez?
Luis Urias up next for the Mariners. And the pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The throw in. And he's out.
Back door. 2 down. All right.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0. Come on, big guy. See it. Drive it right here.
And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
High fly.
Get out of here.
Towards left field. Young reaching back towards the wall. And it hits off the monster. Coming home. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Absolutely perfect execution of a relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably
I thought he was going home with it.
Base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Yeah.
2 outs, runner at first.
Alberto
Seattle,
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Kopech.
Castro off of first with 2
Stealing.
away. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike.
He's out.
Sizzle. And that ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Right on the number.
Back here in Boston, here's the power hitting catcher, Jerry Jackson.
Big J.
The pitch.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Verdansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of. So 1 out, nobody on. Jerry Jackson up next for the Red Sox. Right through there for a strike. Garrett goes 6 feet 5 inches, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Bless it. That was a home run.
And now the lefty. That's down
Slider.
and a slider missed.
He's gonna come
Base is
back.
empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch misses inside.
2-2.
2-2.
It's a good take.
Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Jackson with an okay game in the loss.
He's going to be a driver for their offense and change losses like this one to wins. He needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
Blackburn give up 5 runs in the first inning, 1 inning. It's not good.
First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 7 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 12 runners on base.
DH right before my pitching. Hopefully it's a little bit better. I don't know what's been going on.
Jerry Jackson up next for the Red Sox.
Designated hitter. Jerry Jackson.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
There you go. Let's fly.
Here comes the 0-1. Line drive, caught.
Great diving catch on the line drive, and the ground does not cause.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. And that extends the inning. Rafael Devers up to hit. And the 0-2. Runner takes off. Line drive. Brings it in for the third out.
Now back, the designated hitter.
He's 56 pitches in. 2 on, 1 on, 2 out.
Jackson goes 6 feet 5 inches, 245 pounds, a former American League Cy Young Award winner. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
The two-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
2 outs. That misses, and the count is 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs. Man at second here with 2 away. Next is the designated hitter, Jerry Jackson. 1 for 3. Wouldn't chase that time. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
So the tying run at second, and that skips in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. That's the third out. Inning over. Jackson with a less than great game in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 3 runs on 10 hits.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox.
And now, your 2000
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Red Sox.
Just about ready to go. And our pitcher in this game, Jerry Jackson. And singing, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, but I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Woody Jimenez at the plate and takes high there.
First pitch, 136.
That one a little bit high, and now 2-0. The wind of the pitch. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Into the monster seats and gone.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Now a fly ball to right center. On the move to the gap. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. This is Willie Castro, 8th best batting average in the American League. Swing and a miss, strike one.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and fires. Swings and misses. And now two gone.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off on.
One run across in the frame so far. Here in the third and final game of the series. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Two down, nobody on. And that one is inside. And that's just foul. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strike.
Slurve.
And that is that. Just one hit in the inning, but it leaves the... Jerry Jackson up next for the Red Sox. First pitch misses. 2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. In there. And so now 1-2. That one missed. Puts a bunt down. Urias to first in time. And that'll do it. Nothing. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Luke Raley. Ripped to short. Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Luis Urias.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Jackson. He's a guy that has both swing and miss stuff and exceptional command. I mean, that's a rare combination. That makes him one of the best in the game. On the ground. And foul ball. And if you're a hitter, you know that he's going to challenge you, right?
Yeah, you expect that, and that's why I think you go up there, you get 3 strikes.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
So many strikeout pitchers do have trouble with walks because usually the strikeout is tied in to the stuff, and sometimes the stuff is difficult to promote. Not the case here. Frozen with a backdoor slider.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Jared Young now at the plate as he swings through strike one. There's a swing and a drive. Durant ranging back, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Run comes in from second. It's 2-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
That's to third, and that squirts through. Around third. He'll score. It's 3-zip, and that's a double.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Ground ball left side, and it gets by him. Runner from second scores as they add on, and they lead by 4. Cole Young up next for the Mariners. And first offering is fouled off. Jimenez on at second with 2 down. And swinging.
What a shitty inning.
3 runs on 4. New inning getting started, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman Willie Castro. And first offering is fouled off.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. And there's the strike. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground to Devers. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Raleigh on second. Raley over at first with 1 away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Stays alive. In the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him. The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
I don't know how this at bat will end, but I'll be sad when it does. So much fun watching this thing go back and forth.
Right
Got him.
there, got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1 left for.
We got to score some runs.
All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Alberto Rodriguez. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but in the curse a year later. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one down.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now the center fielder, Sam Haggerty. First pitch, and he just misses.
Oh, my God.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Man at first, one away. The pitch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Jimenez stands in now and watches strike 1. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. And here it comes. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And the righty deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Young, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got it. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Can't believe I give up 4 runs. This is just
Mariners leave 1.
the worst day of pitching in my life.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jerry Jackson.
Check swing of the first pitch. Looked down to third, and he held up.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch.
And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Well struck, right field. And there goes the dynamite.
That's the way. We like it.
For that one, his 24th home run of the season. It's 4-2.
Perfect stroke.
Oh, that one got in the jet
Emoji
stream
bomb,
on a
emoji
line
collision,
drive.
emoji bomb,
You
emoji
saw
collision,
the
emoji
numbers
bomb.
on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Oh, jeez.
We go to the top of the 5th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Cole Young. High fly ball,
Get there.
right field. Moniak on the move. He's got it, and there's one down.
5th inning,
He was all over
4-3.
that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line.
2 down,
He's
2
got it. 2 down.
pitches.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. That clips the corner. Raleigh, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. That one not close. And the count even 1-1.
Come on now, kid.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball. You straight.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one is absolutely belted.
It's okay.
And it one-hops the wall.
2.
Throws to second. And that's a 2-out double.
They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
The throw in time to get him, and that does it for the
Good job, O'Neal. Base is loaded, nobody out. How about we go with the Denny's Grand Slam
Perhaps he's
breakfast?
going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over 8.
And that's whipped for a base hit. In to score from third. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Swing and a miss struck him out, and that is a big first out. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Left-hand hitter waits. In the air, right field. He's under it. Makes the grab. Both runners tagging. In there. He's safe.
Well, that's the third run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
So 2 down, and stepping in for Boston, Vaughn Grissom. 2 on, 2 outs. Runner takes off. Castro. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
And we got the lead, so now we gotta.
We're back,
I'm done
and they
pitching.
make a change to start the. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Strike 2. Ball 1 there. Got him swinging. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone. I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.
Wow. 8 hits. Too many strikes. That's the problem.